Performance quality is a component of any dance performance and is a concept you are expected to utilise and talk about in the HSC Dance Core Performance and Major Study Performance examinations. Performance quality is the interrelation between the quality of line, control and variation of dynamics and tempo, the use of focus and projection, as well as kinesthetic awareness in communicating the meaning of the work. In major study performance, the focus of performance quality is heavily focused on how you use it to communicate your interpretation of the work. Let's have a look at each component of performance quality. I'll explain how it can be used to enhance your performance and how you can talk about it in your interview and how you can link it to the other areas of study for core performance and major study performance. Quality of line adds the visual aesthetic to your movement. Quality of line is to execute movement with clarity and correct alignment. The dancer should finish all lines and all lines should be performed at the dancer's level with consideration to their abilities and limitations. Quality of line is created by ensuring you are 1. Controlling and coordinating the limbs and torso so they are moving together. 2. Maintaining correct alignment and body placement. 3. Working within your own body's range and limitations. 4. Utilising focus and projection to enhance the quality of line you're trying to create. And 5. Utilising kinesthetic awareness by knowing where and when your body is moving in the space through the use of your progression in dance training, extensive rehearsal of the movement, and application of correction and feedback from your teacher, peers, or self-reflection. Now, you can perform movement with correct quality of line and it looks precise, but sometimes it can be missing that extra essence of performance quality. That's where you want to ensure you're extending all of your movement beyond the fingertips or toes where it looks like the movement just keeps going whilst not pulling out a correct alignment to do so. This is also where we can link focus and projection as it also enhances quality of line and helps communicate your interpretation of the performance work. Focus refers to where you are looking when performing movements to draw the audience's attention to particular movements, gestures, to show emotions you're portraying, and refer to the active space to communicate movement and meaning to the audience. Focus can be used for balance and coordination as well. The position of the head and eye line can affect quality of line and can change the meaning of movement. The same can be said for projection. Projection is the presentation of one's body and energy to vividly communicate movement and meaning to an audience. It is often utilising the chest and placement of the torso. The presentation of the body being strong, up and open communicates differently to the body being collapsed, hunched and contracted. Now on to variation of time and dynamics. Dynamic variation refers to the dancer's ability to manipulate the dynamics of movement to communicate an intent and create or maintain interest. Temporal variation refers to the dancer's ability to manipulate the components of time in relation to movement. You can link both of these movements back to different aspects of dance training to manipulate and control these variations in time and dynamics. Ballet and jazz training are excellent examples where exercises such as port de bras and développés help with controlling slow, sustained and controlled movements. And jazz or hip-hop helps develop skill and performing fast, strong and accented movements. You can also link to kinesthetic awareness to control coordination, develop muscle memory and precision to move in and out of variations in time and dynamics in your performance work. When discussing dynamic and temporal variation in your interview, ensure you select movements that best show a contrast in time and a contrast in dynamics to demonstrate your understanding of and skill in controlling and manipulating these movements. Kinesthetic awareness is one of the areas of study students find the hardest to understand and explain. Kinesthetic awareness is having strong control and coordination to perform movement in a skilled way with precision and a strong awareness of where you are moving in space. By becoming aware of their own kinesthetic sensations, students can more accurately direct and control their movements as well as copy movements demonstrated to them. This results in students increasing their dance technique. Kinesthetic awareness is developed through a combination of the following practices. It is developed through progression training by learning the correct placement and skills to perform movement through basic exercises for body skills like preparation for turns, jumps, locomotor movements and balances. Then building on complexity of these movements once these skills have been strongly and correctly developed. This helps build correct muscle memory. Kinesthetic awareness is also developed through having a really strong body awareness. Understanding what your body's strengths and limitations are and working within that range helps develop strong dance technique with correct alignment. Kinaesthetic awareness is also developed through extensive rehearsal of the performance work and applying corrections and feedback from your teacher, peers, or self-reflection from using the mirrors in class or filming yourself. Kinaesthetic awareness is also linked to so many of the areas of study for performance. It can be linked to dance training, body awareness, alignment, safe dance practice, injury prevention, coordination, and as mentioned in this video, quality of line, temporal and dynamic variation. I hope you have a better understanding of each of the aspects of performance quality to know how to use them in your core performance and major study performance to add to the overall performance of the dance work, and to also help you prepare for the interview components to know how to identify them in your performance works and be able to discuss them and link them to other areas of study. One additional tip to remember is to select relevant movement examples from your dance work that best showcase how you have utilised these aspects of performance quality in your performance work. The more relevant the example is, the better you will be able to discuss your application in relation to the interpretation of the work. Now it's time to get back in the studio and see how you can utilise and apply these aspects of performance quality to your core performance and major study performance works. Have fun rehearsing!